We are a week into our King of All Britain KvK against 2489, and in today's video we are going to be doing the old classic Ploto gaming account review, taking a look at my stats, speed-ups, and resources so that we can compare before the KvK versus after. Currently I'm at 89 million power while having 17 billion kill points. I said that my goal for this KvK is to at least reach 20 billion kill points. So it'll be less than 3 billion, but you know, we're getting there slowly but surely. This is my kill point breakdown. It is still pretty solid. A lot of my kills being T5 kills at 735 million T5 kills. We could go ahead and look at my more info here. I'm at 29.8 million deads. We're definitely going to be hitting 30 million deads in this KvK, especially since you can take deads in the open field with the new stratagem. 44 billion resources gathered. I don't think there's anything else too much of note in this panel. If we go ahead and look at our troops, I have about 1 million of each T5. Definitely need to train up a little bit more. Upgrading my T4s to T5s is going to be the priority, but to be exact, I have 1.1 million T5 infantry, 1 million T5 cavalry, 1 million T5 archers, 132,000 T4 infantry, 213,000 T4 cavalry, and 68,000 T4 archers. I'm probably not going to be using the T4s in this situation. I guess I should also say my siege just in case I use a siege march. I'm at 377,000 T4 siege. I actually don't have T5 siege unlocked, in case you guys are wondering why I don't have any T5 siege at hand. Maybe if I do make a siege march later on in this KvK, I could finally tech up and get that T5 trebuchets up and running. Alright, now let us go into our bag here, starting off with the standing resources. I'm currently at 10.9 billion food, 10.9 billion wood, 10.8 billion stone, and 10.2 billion gold. Actually had to open up my bag quite a bit. You could tell that I don't have that many level 2 resource packs. I don't have that many level 1 resource packs as I usually do. We do have the statistics page now, so we could see how many things we have left from items. So apparently I have 5.9 billion food left from items, 5.1 billion wood, 4.5 billion stone, and 1.9 billion gold. So actually getting pretty low on gold. I'm not too sure if this will last me for the rest of the KvK, but we will try our best with what we have. Going into the speed ups here, this is actually the first account review I've done with the new statistics panel. You can see that we have 82 days of building speeds, 129 days of research speed, 218 days of training speed ups, 49 days of healing speeds, and then finally the universals at 2,224 days of universals. In all honesty, this might be the most universals I've had on my account, which is pretty crazy seeing as I just came out of a KvK, but that is, I guess, a 60 GT buff is the amount of universals and VIP. Now we are into the boosts. Actually, I'm looking pretty low in terms of defense boosts. I do have 19 days, I guess, of defense boosts now that I look at it. 50% expansion should last me for the KvK as well. So these are probably the boosts I'll be using this KvK, although I don't know, maybe I'll use some of the attacks as well. 17 days of attacks as well in stock. The boost should be all good to go. If you go ahead and look at my equipment, I mean, I don't really have too much. I'll probably be opening up all these chests and craft something on my stream tomorrow. I guess today, since I'll be posting this the day that I do my crafting. Armaments, not much to see as well. I have transmutation stones, and then yeah, I still have some I still have a lot of AP. Have not started fly marching or pushing barbarians too hard. I think I'm still a top 100 in honor, although I did miss one of the ruins. And then as you can see, I have 878 legendary commander sculptures. I used a ton of them to max my Ragnar, which is why we are less than the 1k reserve that we're usually at. But instead of that, that should be it for the items. So I want to go back to the universals. As I said, this is the most amount of universals I've had on my account, I think, ever since joining 60GT, as well as the VIP, because these are the two things that you get the most from these chests. You can see I opened up a bunch of universals, opened up a bunch of VIP. So we're actually going to compare and contrast how much VIP I had starting off in 60GT versus how much I have now. Same thing with the universal speed up, so that I could answer the question that people have been asking me, you know, what realistically do you get from being in one of the top spending alliances. Let me just go ahead and use up all of my VIP here. But if we go ahead and take a look back at my previous video, I started off at VIP 18, 5.9 million VIP, with VIP 19 requiring 6 million VIP to achieve. Now I am at I'm gonna round this up to 6.4 million VIP, VIP 19, with VIP SVIP coming. It's still pretty far away, 9 million VIP to get SVIP, but you know, I think we've gained about 400,000 VIP within the month I've been in 60GT, which is absolutely insane. In this pace, I should be there in about half a year, especially with the big spenders in 60GT. If we go ahead and look at the universals, when I joined 60GT, I started off with 1,421 days of universals. Now I'm currently at 2,224 days of universals. So I've gained about 800 days of universals since I've joined 60GT, which is absolutely insane. If you guys are wondering what you get from being in 60GT for a month, it's 400k VIP, as well as around 700 days, 800 days of universals. Alrighty, let's take a look at my current crystal tech, and keep in mind this is before we get our mountain warfare. I'm at a pretty decent spot. Finally was able to get over the attack 2 hurdle here. So we're doing pretty well. I'm probably gonna go up skillful operations a little bit, and then we're gonna prioritize our expanded formations to get that 6th march. Probably try to get some more call to arms, and then we'll see where we can go from there. But in this level of crystal tech, yeah, they actually gets really expensive. So I could probably get call to arms 1 to 10, and then probably get expanded formations. I don't know if I'll be able to get attack formations up to 10 as well, because you can see it's already 1.3 million crystals to get attack formations up there. So we'll try our best to get as big of a march as possible, but it will be pretty expensive to get there. We'll see how far crystal tech can go. As for the Holmgang, we've been okay. We've been all right. Ranking 133 first day, not that good, but the past 2 days ranking a top 100. Keeping in mind that I've been with a random team, it's been all right. I will not have the best stratagems available here. I will at least be able to buy the best one, which is do or die, 10% more damage when fighting rallied armies or other field troops. But it's actually a pretty big penalty, because 2% of the Sev wounded will be turned into deads. So this is what I was talking about with open field deads when we were looking at our dead amount. So training is going to have to be a priority here, especially because you can take a ton of deads out in the open field. A full hospital about being like 14k deads, I believe, if you get a full hospital of units. So making sure that we toggle this when it's important, but if we're just fooling around or taking bad trades, we turn this off so that we don't take as many deads. But yeah, do or die is gonna be definitely something. Actually, we can just buy it now. We're definitely gonna be buying do or die and putting that into our stratagems. All right, now we could finally look at the marches, and I actually haven't thought about the marches too much, so I'm probably gonna be doing this live on video here. But I believe my marches are pretty much going to be the same as the previous KvKs, except we're going to be putting Ragnar with our cavalry marches. So I guess we could go ahead and start off with the infantry marches, starting with Guan Yu. Yes, I'm still going to be using Guan Yu. I apparently can't get rid of this guy. It'll probably be Guan Yu with Scipio. Guan Yu at 72.4 million kills. So pretty solid kill amount for Guan Yu. And then if you go ahead and look at Scipio, Scipio has 105 million kills by itself. So I think this is the first time I've seen a commander of mine have 9-digit kills. So pretty big stuff there. Scipio's always been super solid. I've had him since my first SOC KvK, so I guess it makes sense of the longevity as well as his relevance, making him one of the ultimate killers on my account. And then we will be using Liu Che Liu Che at 75 million kills himself. 75 million kills himself, so solid amount of kills from Liu Che as well. And finally, we're going to be pairing the old classic Alexander the Great at 44.5 million kills. Alright, now let us go into our Archer Marches. Archer Marches is going to be untouched as well. We are going to be using Zhuge Liang at 61.8 million kills, as well as Hermann Prime. This is the go-to Archer March. I don't think I could separate these two commanders just because of how good they pair with one another. 40.3 million kills on my Hermann Prime. And my secondary Archer March, I actually started using this last KvK, and I think I'm going to stick to it. Ashurbanipal, 17.6 million kills. And YSG out of the grave. I benched him for, I feel like, 2 to 3 KvKs, but people were like, nah, you got to use YSG with Relic. Use YSG with Relic. And now we are unbenching the YSG, the old classic, at 57.8 million kills. So it is going to be Zhuge Liang with Hermann Prime and Ashurbanipal with YSG. Finally, for the cavalry marches, and this is probably going to shock a lot of people because I'm one of the biggest advocates for William, and I've used William every single KvK since I've had him, but I am going to be benching my William this KvK. Yeah, I'm going to be benching him because the pair that I have for Hua Qibing is pretty insane. Hua Qibing at 49.7 million kills. I'm going to be pairing the brand new Ragnar Lodbrok specifically for this KvK, this King of All Britain KvK, because this artifact of Ragnar allows you to pair him with any troop type, not only infantry. And Ragnar with Hua Qibing with Ragnar rather is apparently a really good march. We're going to be trying it out. I've been hearing a ton of good stuff about it from 60GT players, so I'm going to trust the recommendation and bench my William for the Ragnar. We also have Alexander Nevsky. Nevsky, of course, also being at that coveted 9 digits, 103 million kills on the Nevsky, as well as Joan of Arc Prime. Joan of Arc Prime at 85 million kills themselves. So that is going to be my lineup. It is going to be a 6-march lineup for now. Once we reach that 7th March, maybe that's when I'll unleash the William yet again, although I still also have Belisarius Prime, so I'm not too sure which one of those two commanders will use, but that is going to be my marches for these KvK. This KvK should be a bloody one. We have our Pass 4 fight in Chester against 2489 on Thursday, December 19th at around 15 UTC. So I'll definitely be streaming that, and let's see what 60GT can do against one of the best kingdoms in the game as well. 2 of the best kingdoms in the game. These types of fights are the reason why we joined 60GT. So we are going to be using up all 800 of those universals that we've gained from here, and try to kick some ass. And hopefully you subscribe to the channel, like the video if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace!